Hey guys, thanks a whole heck of a lot for tuning back in. In today's video, I'm going to be recounting a few tales from my youth in the form of the ever popular YouTube genre, the Storytime video. So back in the day, me and my sister were kind of a little criminal duo. She was the brains of the operation and she delegated the master plan to me, and I was always the one that carried it out. The first example I can think of is back when we lived in a suburb of Charlotte. I was in probably the 4th or 5th grade, and my sister would have been in the 5th or 6th grade. And during that time, we were friends with a girl who I'm going to call Esmerelda. And she would come to our house and play. We would go to her house and play and break things. And one day she was at our house and we were outside playing, and she was wearing shorts or a skirt or a kilt or something, and I just happened to notice that she had shaved her legs. And I approached her and I said, "Esmerelda, like, what's going on? Yesterday your legs were all furry and today they're clean as a whistle." And she looked at me shyly and she was like, "I shaved them." And me and my sister exchanged glances. And my sister called a sidebar. So we went off by a tree somewhere or something, and we had a little meeting, me and her. And as usual, my sister came up with the plan, but I was the one that had to carry it out. So we approached Esmeralda again, and I said, "Esmeralda, I don't know how to tell you this, but we can't play with you anymore." And poor Esmeralda said, "Why?" I'm not proud of this. And I said, "Our mother doesn't let us play with kids who shave their legs." Poor little Esmeralda wandered off in the yard, sat down all by herself, and started raking her fingers through the grass all alone. I'm pretty sure after that we told her we were just kidding, because I know we continued playing with her the rest of the school year. If I was her, I wouldn't have forgave us. This next story takes place about the same time when I was in the 5th grade, I think. Our house was surrounded by a bunch of trees. It was just like a whole big wooded area. I think they call that a forest, in which we like to frolic and try to make friends with the woodland creatures like the rabbits and the possums. And there was also this really big tree on the side of our house that I love to climb, and I could go pretty high because I've got these long gangly monkey arms that are really good for climbing trees. And I would sit up in this tree and sing songs and spy on people. Well, about the 5th grade or so, we learned that we were going to be getting a new neighbor. And this new neighbor was going to be moving his house, like his actual physical house. And to do this, all the trees that housed my little woodland friends and, you know, the area in which we love to frolic would have to be cut down. So the new neighbor guy had contractors or whatever out to the property that he was going to be living on, and there were a bunch of property markers in place, like the little wooden stakes with the pink flag things on them. And the property markers were placed so that they would be cutting down my tree. Like, he confirmed this. They were going to be cutting down my tree. And he also, this is where things got serious, he also had animal traps. My sister and I saw these animal traps and we were just like, "You monster." And I know that after he moved in, I saw him in a hunter's outfit marching back and forth singing "Kill the Wabbit." So we conspired and my sister formulated a plan. So what I had to do was I had to go out and I had to move the property markers so I would still have some of my little wooded area to play in. And it would also be saving my tree. The worst part of it, though, was that we had to break the animal traps. I feel quite sure that I carried this out under the cover of darkness too. I even think that I put on a trench coat and some sunglasses to disguise myself. Don't ask me what I was doing with a trench coat. So this trend continued on up into our late teens, early adulthood. And about the time I was 19, my sister was with child. And one of our neighbors had discarded this gigantic stuffed whale. And by discarded, I mean they had put it at like the very edge of their yard so that the trash people could pick it up. Well, my freaking sister saw it and decided that she wanted it for her daughter's nursery. So she convinced me that she would drive me in her truck to this person's house. I would get out, grab the whale, put it in the truck bed, jump back in the truck, and we would take off. We get into her truck. She does drive me to the person's house. It's only like 3 houses down, okay? I get out of the truck, and I want to point out I'm wearing flip-flops. I make my way to the whale. I heft up the whale, and I want to point out that this whale is huge and weighs about 10 pounds, and I turn around to put it back in the truck, and she puts the freaking pedal to the metal and zooms off, and I scream, "Wait!" And she yells, "No!" And I turn around, and in my flip-flops and carrying this gigantic stuffed whale that is as big as I am, I have to run back to our house, tripping and falling and dropping the whale the entire way, afraid that the owner of the whale, who is discarding it so really shouldn't care, is going to catch me and call the police. So there it is. We were bad kids. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed learning about my lurid criminal history, but don't worry because I am completely reformed now and my sister lives several hours away from me, so I think I'm out of the danger zone. Anyways, leave me comments to make me feel popular, go ahead and subscribe or I'll make you regret it, and tune in next time. See ya! I don't even know where to go from here. I don't even know, I feel like I'm at a crossroads in life. And I can either keep filming the video, or I can just say, screw it. He had... testing... Yo, I'm testing the audio. Yo, testing the audio. Hey. Stop.